Hello and welcome back to the next video in the brand awareness series. I am super excited about this stage of your author's adventure. It really digs deep and truly find out who you are, what you stand for, and as I always say, what you stand against. So we're looking at brand voice. You will have watched the teaching and sharing of information. Now I'm just going to quickly show you what your play sheet looks like and talk you through it. So this is what's your brand voice. So remember, it's about embodying an expression of your brand personality and those core values through the words you use in communicating with your audience. It's a tone of voice, it's a pace, it's the intonation, it's all of that. Does it reflect who you are? So let's see what we're going to do here. So there's 4 categories to determine your brand voice. They're humor, formality, respect, and enthusiasm. So we need these 4 elements in whatever we do. So what you're going to do is, are you someone that's at the clown end? Is your product and your service at the clown end of this spectrum? Or are you very serious and, you know, absolutely focused and serious and don't have any time for that humor? So you have to think about that through your personality and through your values, and where do you land on here, and then find a word that represents who you are. So we deal with words. We think we're witty, which is funny. We're probably halfway, maybe 6 or 7. We're not serious. We're not too serious. So we're probably around a 7. A 7. We take ourselves serious, but not too serious. So we're witty. We have a play on words, and you have a play on words, and we need that because we market. We need it for our copy. We need it to attract those clients, and that reflects the intelligence aspect of our personality, which is competence. So you really need to know who you are in all these aspects that we're working through in the brand awareness. And then we look at the formality. Are you really laissez-faire, and are you sort of really so chilled out man, or are you like in a straitjacket and very formal? So we don't think that we're too formal. Again, we're around that 6 or 7. We think we are purposeful. We're purposeful in what we do, which allows us to be focused, you know, and with our witty sense of humor and purposefulness, these blend together beautifully for us. So where are you on the line? What word would you use to describe yourself? Respect. Yeah, we're at the far end of the spectrum here. We're very respectful. Number 1 of ourselves, first and foremost, and then, of course, of all our clients, our creative partners, everyone that we deal with. We're at the top end. We are extremely respectful of other people. So we do see ourselves as an extreme in this aspect of our voice. So we won't be sarcastic. We will be true, we will have integrity, and that's where we are, and that fits in again with our values. And finally, enthusiasm. Are we really enthusiastic, or are we just matter of fact? Well, we're kind of here, aren't we? We are really enthusiastic. And where are you? How enthusiastic is your brand? Is it very matter of fact and dry? Or is it a bit the humor? So all of these will align quite nicely into the voice that you're using. And then what you have to do is make sure you're using that voice when you speak, when you write your copy, when you're on stage, when you're doing videos, always, always. So once you have clarity and awareness, remember that awakened awareness, you can then find it easier to write and use the brand voice. So we've given you an extra activity. So once you know who you are and what that brand voice is, and you've got those 4 words, then we're asking you, go and find something that you've already done that aligns with what you've discovered about yourself. See if you can find something that's already there, because what we're doing here is making the unconscious conscious. So all of this is going on, well, it's just from your subconscious mind, because sometimes we do things subconsciously, but we want you to do it consciously. That is what makes you more powerful, strong, and brilliant. So there you have it. That's the sheet. So just play about and think about this. Shouldn't take too long. You want to go back, excuse me, and revisit it. Don't just go on the first time. I would do this, leave it, come back, do it again, go away, and then come back. And by the third time, you should really know. You might get it the first time round. That's great. But always go back, because you need to have time for review and reflect. Always, always, always. So there we have it. The Playsheet's not very much, is it? It's 2 pages, but the first page that you have to consider, that is you identifying that voice. And then the second activity is looking for that evidence. Are you doing it? And if you're not doing it, once you identify, you know what? You need to get something out very soon with that voice in it. But I bet you that you're already doing it. So what you're going to do now is really polish it and sharpen it up so that that brand voice reflects your values and your personality. So until the next time, this has been, oh, before I say that, don't forget to share your findings in the group, and let's all give each other feedback. And maybe you could, I think what would be nice to share is putting those 4 words in, and also then a sample of what you've just identified. Now, you might not use all 4 words in every post, but you'll use the majority of them. So go and find something that you've already written, even if it's a little video, and then show us that evidence, and we'll all applaud you. So this is Brenda saying, be brilliant, much love, and toodle pip till the next video.